Welcome back to the channel in another Worth It review video. Today I'll be looking at Legends of Runeterra, an online collectible card game that shares some similarities with Hearthstone and other similar card games, but with its own unique twists and quirks. Now, I'm nowhere near someone who is a pro at these kinds of card games, but playing Runeterra gives me that occasional taste of high-level play thanks to the way the match operates during each round. Here's a fun example. I had a unit called the Champion, which are based off of the various and expansive League of Legends Champion roster. The card named Zed duplicates himself during the attack phase to create a temporary shadow clone copy. I combined him and his unique ability with a spell card that allows me to duplicate any unit that's on the board twice. This means that before the attack phase began, I had 3 Zeds, which upon attacking, all created a shadow clone copy, giving me a total of 6 units to attack with and immediately overwhelm my opponent. As a relative novice, this kind of experience left me moist. I had to follow up that match with a cold shower. What made that possible is how the turns work in Runeterra. Like similar games, you get consecutively more mana every round. However, in this game, you take turns attacking and defending. When one person attacks, the other person is given the opportunity to block. When I play, I like how this feels because every move the attacker makes gives the defender the opportunity to also make a move. If they play a unit, you can as well. If they play a spell, the game gives you the chance to counter it if you can. It's a fair system that rewards patience, timing, and deliberate play. There have been a few times when, as the attacker, it would have been better to immediately attack and only give my opponent a single chance to counter instead of building my army up for a grand attack through multiple turns, which gave them the chance to do the same. As I continue to play and lose, and sometimes win, I find myself liking the system more and more. Another aspect of Runeterra that I find refreshing is the reward system and how you acquire new cards. Every match grants XP for wins and losses, and there are 3 daily quests that give lots of experience. XP unlocks various card packs and chests that are tied to a particular card faction that you can choose prior to playing. This alone is quite the substantial amount of cards given to you without spending a single cent. But wait, that's not all. Once a week, you're given 3 chests to open for more cards and unlocks. And as you earn more experience, the chests upgrade from bronze to silver, gold, etc. That unlocks every Tuesday too, so even after exhausting all of the faction rewards, you can still be rewarded for all of your time spent in quests completed every week. It's yet another smart system that de-incentivizes spending money and puts the focus on the gameplay without worrying of being outplayed by big wallets and not big brains. Now, the cards you'll be rewarded with bring interesting twists both to this game and the genre as a whole. Not everything is unique per se, but it all works quite well together, and each of the 7 factions has a different style and focus. For example, the Machine decks tend to focus on heavy-hitting units with an aptitude on blunt, aggressive attacks with big damage and spells to do lots of damage and kill units outright. Whereas Ionian decks have a focus on cards built around buffing, quick attackers that attack before getting hit by the blockers, and cards that can duplicate your stronger units. I've seen other factions that have units that are meant to die, only to come back stronger than ever or turn into entirely different, stronger units. Then you've got champions, who each have interesting and unique functions on top of unique requirements that, when met, allow those champions to evolve. They gain power or defenses and expand upon their unique traits. Now, I'm not saying other card games don't have this kind of variety, but it's nice to see Runeterra have lots of deck variety right out of the gate, and from my experience, a lot of it seems more or less viable. So far, you can play against your friends, play against AI, play against other players normally, play ranked matches to earn those sweet rankings, and then finally your expedition matches where you draft together an impromptu deck and have a series of battles against other players who've done the same. Compared to other fresh launches from Riot Games, Legends of Runeterra seems to be more fleshed out, and that's something I bet the community certainly appreciates because I know I do. So as it all stands right now, if I had to recommend you get into one of the many digital collectible card games, I'd recommend Legends of Runeterra over the others handily. Spending real money for cards and gaining an advantage is something you won't even have to worry about too much when the regular consistent reward loop is currently so generous. If Riot were to nerf the current generosity of rewards, then there is a real chance Runeterra would go down the path of Hearthstone and have too much of a focus on needing to buy new cards with real money to stay relevant, and that would be a major disappointment. For now, all we can do is watch and hope the game grows to be even better while minimizing the potential for greedy anti-consumer practices. When I review games, I let you know if it's worth your time and your dime, or if it's not worth either. Legends of Runeterra is a great free-to-play game that fits perfectly alongside Riot's other free-to-play titles. It is definitely worth your time, and if you have a little extra change to throw at the game and support the devs, I wouldn't look down on you for doing so. Let me know what you think of Runeterra in the comments down below, leave a like and subscribe for more before you go, and I'll hopefully see you next time.